We invite every one of these updates an individual who we consider a partner in government. We generally have mayors of cities and mayors of villages and supervisors of towns join us here. Sometimes we have members of our state legislative delegation, our state assembly members and state senators, and from time to time members of the Westchester County Board of Legislators join us to talk about some particular issues. In Westchester County, aside from judicial positions, there are 3 elected countywide positions: county executive, district attorney, and Westchester County Clerk. Our Westchester County Clerk has a responsibility that predates the county executive form of government. Before there was a county executive, there was always a county clerk, and that position is structured in state law outside of our charter. So the duties of a county clerk are significant, and they're important. And we bank on the professionalism of the clerk and the people that report in that office. They are part of county government, they're part of our funding budgets, but they are independent in the decisions they make and how they handle their constitutional responsibilities. Tim Idoni has served as our county clerk since 2006. He had prior service as the mayor of the city of New Rochelle. And when I first got to the county legislature way back in 1991, that was when he began his term as mayor. And then he was elected countywide in 2005, and now he is in his 5th term as county clerk. He has revolutionized the office of county clerk, taking it with technology into an area that had never been before. And he had some very able predecessors, Len Spano, Andy Spano, George Morrow, and others who have served as county clerk. But his tenure is going to most likely be the most notable one as we look back over time because of the changes that he's been able to implement during this period of time. And his administrative skill set precedes his time in elective office. He served as a village manager, as assistant city manager in a number of different municipalities. So his knowledge of what this county is about and the structure of government has been on display for a long time, and he has more than his share of accomplishments to point to. So I'm very happy that he's here with us to be before the microphones and to share some of what he's going to share with us. So let me introduce to you our Westchester County Clerk, the Honorable Tim Idoni. Tim, thanks for being with us today. It's a pleasure.
Thank you, Mr. County Executive. Thank you very much. Good afternoon. It's always a pleasure. I think it's the 2nd or 3rd time I've been able to do this thanks to the courtesy of the County Executive. I note the Deputy County Executive, Ken Jenkins, is here, who's a great partner of ours. We often speak at 4 o'clock in the morning when it's snowing, figure out whether we're going to be able to open or not. But the county clerk's office is quite misunderstood. Most people don't know what we do unless you need us. And we do about 15 different things. I will spare you most of them today because I just want to hit on a couple of very important topics that the county executive was kind enough to give us the microphones for. The first one is in our land records division. We handle all the recording of deeds and mortgages and any land records that go along with the closing of a piece of property. Right now, we are concerned with fraud. We are working with the County Public Safety Department, with the District Attorney's Office, and even right up to the Attorney General's Office in terms of deed and mortgage fraud. We're seeing a little bit of a spike, nothing to be worried about. But if any of you feel that something has happened where where suddenly somebody knocks on your door and say, hey, we own your property now, and you don't know about it, it does happen. Not often, but it does happen. You should notify my office or the District Attorney's Office as soon as humanly possible. We do send out letters when we get a new deed that's recorded in our office. We are under state law. It's a great state law that just happened 2 years ago. Send a letter to you letting you know that the property has been transferred. It doesn't mean that all bets are off if you still live in the house and still own it. It means that you should see that letter, contact our office, and we put the wheels in motion to stop everything from happening. Unfortunately, under state law, you're allowed to file a deed on somebody's property should you buy it, and we're responsible for recording that deed unless we hear that it did not go through properly. So watch for it, ladies and gentlemen. It is very, very important that you stay on top of that particular issue. There has been a slight spike in that issue, and we want you to be careful. On a lighter note, we have expanded our mobile office services. When I got to this office, it was already in place, but they were going out 6 or 8 times a year. Our mobile office now goes over 40 times, and we're planning on doing about 60 this year, including maybe some joining some parades out there later on. We have a brand new mobile office. Thank you to the County Board of Legislators for the funding for it. It's brightly colored. You can't miss it. And we do predominantly passports on it, but we also do IDs. We also do veterans discharge papers, and we can even notarize papers. If you can't find a notary, my office is in charge of notaries for the County of Westchester, and we can do them right there in your hometown. We hit every town and city every single year, and this year we're hoping to hit quite a few of them more than once. So it's important for you to know that, and we thank you very much for patronizing the truck. Look for it. You will get one of those annoying robocalls from me when it's coming to your town about 3 or 4 days in advance. Please don't be disturbed by it, because that's how we get our customers out, and it does work beautifully. We also have our legal division handles notaries, as I mentioned before. We also handle business licensing. If you're planning on getting into licensing, we work with the Economic Development Office of the County Executive as well, and to coordinate the services that we do through that. The licensing comes through us. We handle it very, very efficiently, and I'm very, very proud to say that almost nothing sits around. All those terrible stories you hear about the bureaucracy and how much things wait. Thank you very much, Mr. County Executive, for saying we've revolutionized. Well, we have. We have automated almost every function in the county clerk's office over the last 10 years, and we're literally working and getting paperwork through in less than a day, when it used to take 5 or 6 weeks to record a deed, for instance. Very, very proud of that. You should be proud of it, and we're saving the county close to $3 million a year. As a matter of fact, my office now is spending about $300,000 less than the year we took office in 2006. Hard to believe, but I'm a big service guy. I do believe the county has to provide a lot of services. They're essential. And when I say I'm saving the county money, that money can then go to either take the taxpayers off the hook or to give it to a service that's even more essential than the county clerk's office. And I think you're going to be hearing some more of that today at this ceremony. So I don't want to take up too much more of your time, Mr. County Executive, but I just want to also mention that we do naturalization services, probably the nicest part of our job. Every month, 100 new people are sworn in as citizens. They've gone through the process. They have handled it the way it should be handled. And nobody can complain about it, because these are new American citizens. We all hope they go out there and vote over the next couple of years as well. The judges participate. The courts participate completely. And I'm in charge of making sure that everything goes through nice and smoothly. So the best part of the job. With that, I want to thank you very much for the couple of minutes we took here today. If you have any questions, I think they've posted the phone number and the website. Feel free to contact us directly. We will answer it, and we make government easy as our slogan, and we certainly do. Thank you so much, Mr. Latimer. We appreciate it, George.
Thank you, Tim.